you an office down here.
Yeah, it'd save us a lot of time. Manager's office?
Yeah.
If it's another little old lady, I'll scream.
Nah, not the screaming type.
Oh, don't you bet on it.
If you ask me, she wanted to be called.
Oh, yeah? Saw her do it, did you?
It was me that stopped her. I'm a shelf stacker, right? And she's standing there doing it, asking for it.
Oh, no.
Excuse me. Anyway, she's got washing up liquid, beans, tins in her bag, and then you won't believe it, right? She turns around and she says to me, "Is this bread fresh?" So I said, "Yeah." So she said, "All right, I'll have some." Put it in her bag and walked off.
Why do people do it, eh?
Beats me.
Our clear-up rate across the board has increased by 6%. While that's encouraging, I don't want to go into our heads, all right? Any other business?
Yes, sir, the Market Traders Association. Their representative, a Mr. Abganola, would like to set up a meeting with us to discuss their proposals for their street party come open day.
Oh, it's a regular event, Christy. It's your baby, isn't it, Derek?
Yeah, fine. Might be a good idea if you and I pop down there later on. Great bunch of characters, you love it.
Sounds good to me.
Good. All right, thank you all very much. Frank, could I have a word with you? Look, I had a phone call this morning from a Mrs. Gord.
Who?
Of Bingfield Finance PLC.
Oh, no, not Ted Roach again.
They're about to slap a court order in. Apparently hasn't made a payment for the last 3 months.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, sir. Leave it with me.
Quiet in here this morning, isn't it?
Tosh and Jimmy are out on the ground. Denbridge Hotel got turned over again.
Yeah? So what else is new?
American tourist left his room for 10 minutes. Came back to his room minus his valuables. Governor's in with the super.
Something's very sussy about the security people at that hotel. CID, DS Roach.
Yeah, Sarge? Yeah, I got a bloke on the line. What's the word? Hey, he said to say it was Sinbad.
Yeah, I'll have a word.
In my office, when you're done.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, hold on. Sinbad.
Value of stolen goods?
£3.20. To make it worse, she's got a small fortune in her purse. I just don't understand people sometimes.
You're not alone. Right then, madam. Would you like to come with us, please?
Thanks for your help.
Ready?
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheerio. Yeah.
Come on.
What do you mean it's not a problem? Of course it's a problem. You're not paying your bills.
Just a couple of weeks.
It's 3 bleeding months. Do you realise that the finance company is about to slap a court order on you, you plum?
Look, I'll sort it out.
Oh, yes. Like the last time, when we sat here and tried to work out a sensible repayment plan, and you've still cocked it up.
Look, I'll phone Mrs. What's her name and fix up a meet, all right? I'll sort it out.
All right. Talk to the woman. But I want to know the SP. Burnside. Yeah, oh, hang on a minute, Tosh. Get it sorted.
Hang on to your beds, girls. The top brass is out and about.
Hello, Dolly, how's trade up?
Oh, not too shabby, Mr. Conway-Tar. Keep it busy yourself.
Yeah, and some. Dolly, meet Inspector Christine Freight.
Hello, sweetheart.
Nice to meet you, darling.
Welcome to the manor. Bit of an improvement on that toffee-nosed soft cart, isn't she?
Is Abby about, sweetheart?
How's it going here, Mr. Conway?
Good, Terry. Good. Yourself?
Oh, yeah, getting there. Someone's doing as well as you, though.
On your bike. Is Abby about, Dolly?
Oh, that black sod. He was here a few minutes ago. Oh, talk of the devil. And where have you been, you black sod?
Hello, Mr. Conway.
Hello, Abby.
You know where I've been at? Helping Hamish to fix his motor, innit?
Innit? What do you think, I'm an old mug or something? Been in the betting shop, haven't you?
Nag,
Get out.
nag. My father warned me not to marry no white woman.
I presume you're insured, sir?
Of course I'm insured, but that isn't the point, is it? 10 minutes. 10 goddamn minutes, I'm out of this room.
Yes. Well, you've contacted all your credit card companies. And American Express will issue you with a new card straight away. You can continue with your holiday.
All I want to do is get the hell out of this country, okay?
Shame. What time exactly did you say your wife went shopping, sir?
About 9 a.m. or a little after.
Any joy?
Nah, security didn't see or hear a thing. I'm going to check him out, Gov. I reckon I'm on bunk.
Could well be. Chancer that did this one must have been rambling about the hotel like a guest. What are your thoughts here, any?
That's why I gave you a call, Governor. I reckon he's holding back on us.
What's on the list?
It's 1 Nikon camera, 1 male gold ring, 2 female diamond rings, 1 female gold necklace, 1 wallet containing credit cards, approx £120 in cash, 1 briefcase containing business papers. Estimated value £5,000 or thereabouts.
Passports?
Unfortunately, it's still a reception. 80 o'clock, by the way.
Well, he certainly seems a worried man for someone who's well insured. Who called us in?
According to the manager, Chummy went running down to reception when he realised his room had been turned over and started shouting the odds. Yeah, when the manager picked up the phone to give us a bell. Our man here, did it the other way, tried to put the blocks on it. Weren't too keen on it being made official by all accounts.
Yeah. Something definitely occurring here.
The fact that she's an American citizen doesn't alter the facts. She's been caught shoplifting.
She had over £300 in her bag, Mum, and over $1,000 US.
Well, that makes it worse rather than better, don't you think?
But she just didn't look the type, Mum. And from our inquiries...
Shoplifters come in all shapes, sizes, colours, creeds and social backgrounds.
There was something different about this woman, Mum.
She insists that it was a genuine mistake on her part, which is quite believable. But on the other hand, she seemed pleased about being arrested.
All right.
Bainbridge. Long time and all that jazz. Have a pew.
I checked your workload, Frank. You've got a lot on, eh?
I don't know how you ever made the spook squad bench. You're about as subtle as a dose of diarrhea.
Part of my charm, Frank. Take your boys and go home. This one's a hottie and soiled with political stuff. Very nasty.
Makes no odds to me, pal. Heavy mob?
Nah, just CIA.
Do you want what we got so far?
Aye. Not that it'll be of much use.
Up yours and all, pal.
Just give us what you've got, Frank, and go home, eh?
Well, seeing as it's not a lot, I'll let one of my DCs fill you in.
That's no nice, Frank.
That's all you're gonna get. Oh, by the way, just to make your day, the Yank's holding back on us.
Oh, yeah?
He's lost something he's not letting on about.
Oh, no. I didn't want to hear that, Frank.
I didn't think you would. If it's not a silly question, how'd you get onto this?
No bad hotel, this, by the way. I could fancy a weekend here myself.
Have a nice day.
And you've never been involved with the police in your own country?
No, never. Look, this is just all a mistake on my part. I've got an awful lot on my mind.
Well, according to the store detective's statement, you were clearly observed placing articles into your bag rather than the baskets provided.
Have you contacted my husband yet, please? We're still trying, Mom. Seems to be a problem getting Mr. Gary at his hotel. Problem? What kind of problem?
Mrs. Gary, is there something you're not telling us?
What do you mean?
When are you due to return home?
10 o'clock tomorrow morning from Heathrow.
Why were you at that supermarket?
Oh, I don't know what you're driving at.
Why go shopping when you're due to return home tomorrow?
Well, I just needed a few things. Hand cream and aspirin and stuff like that.
But all the items you placed in your bag were foodstuffs.
Look, if you'll just contact my husband, he'll fix it all.
What does your husband do for a living, Mrs. Gary?
Why do you ask?
Just a routine question. He's a professional man, I presume?
He works with the government. Look, if you'll just find my husband, I really need to speak with him.
The government, in what capacity?
I'm sorry. I refuse to answer any more questions until my husband arrives.
Well, Mrs. Gary, I have two choices here. First off, I can have you officially charged with the offence of shoplifting, and I can make special arrangements to have you up before the magistrate by this afternoon.
No, you must find my husband first.
Madam, your husband is completely irrelevant at this moment in time.
No, you must.
On the other hand, as this is your first offence, I have the authority to let you off with nothing more than a stern warning. Either way, your husband plays no part.
No, you must reach Tom and tell him that I'm being held here.
All right, Jana?
Sinbad, my man. How's tricks?
Making a bob off 3. Yourself, Mr. Roach?
Yeah, doing fine.
Our trials are starting. That's my dad's dog, that one. Dark one. Go on, son, run! Running at Wimbledon next week. Fancy yourself a little learner? Thought you might have made DR by now, Mr. Roach.
Have you got something for me? I just want to pass on some tips.
Yeah, I've got something. Just thinking to myself whether or not I should be dealing with someone, what's the word? A bit further up the ladder, know what I mean?
Listen, Sunshine, you're at your depth with me. I'll cut the bull and deal the hand.
All right, fair enough. I'll come up front with you, Mr. Roach. You better have some connections in the Secret Squirrel Brigade. You're going to need them.
Do you want me to write anything up, Gov?
Yeah. Not that there's much point. I'll go and see the super.
Waste of time all round.
Not entirely, old son. I got that tasty-looking receptionist's phone number.
As it happens, Gov, so did I.
You don't have to practice at being a Burke, Jimmy, do you? It just sort of comes natural.
So, where's the stuff now?
Oh, come on, Mr. Roach. Do I look silly? It's safe.
I mean, how quickly could you lay your hands on it?
Silly enough. No?
All right, but I need to sort out a few things first.
Yeah, I thought you might say something like that, Mr. Roach.
Now listen, Sinbad. What's to stop me from nicking you right now? I could have you banged up and your drum turned over just like that.
Because you look a right dildo, that's why, Mr. Roach. You turn over my gaff and come up with sweet FA. I'm not an idiot.
All right, give me a number where I can
contact you. Oh, come on,
you.
do me a favour.
All right, you make the play.
I'll phone you at your office in an hour. You play this one straight, Mr. Roach. We both get what we want.
Now listen, Sinbad. You better not be wetting up my leg.
Oh, ye of little faith, Mr. Roach. You show that to your governors and watch the wheels start to turn. Bye-bye for now, Mr. Roach.
Have you tried contacting her husband yet?
Yes.
Careful, girls.
Yes. Apparently, he's in the hotel somewhere, but unavailable. All very odd, really.
Yeah, well, from what you've outlined to me, I'd say the best thing was to slap her wrists and send her home.
Well, yes, indeed. But in this case, as I've already said, I think ticking off would be better coming from upper rank. And you're it.
Thank you.
Look, could you just contact my husband? It's very important.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Inspector Conway.
Have you found my husband?
No, Mrs. Gary, we haven't.
But you've got to.
Inspector Fraser has explained the circumstances of your arrest. And on her recommendation, and having studied all the facts, it's my opinion that we'd all be better served by issuing you with an official warning.
You mean you're letting me go?
That's correct, madam. However, I must warn you that should you return to this country and commit an...
No, this isn't right. You've got to contact my husband.
And commit an offence of this or any other nature...
Now will you contact my husband?
Have you contacted the husband now, then?
Well, we've sent the area car round to the hotel, sir. Oh, she had to pick the foot with a corn on, didn't she?
You've got to give her full marks for determination.
Yeah, well, I think we should get a medical report on her. She's obviously demented.
This husband, do we know anything about him?
Well, no, not a lot, sir. Works for the US government.
The government? In what capacity?
No, we don't know, sir. You'll survive. Nothing broken.
Do we know what hotel he's staying at?
Yes, the Denbridge, sir.
The Denbridge? CID were called to an incident there earlier this morning. Marion, could you find Inspector Burnside for me? Yes, my office. Thanks.
Well, be brave, Derek.
Quick word.
I've got to go and see the super. You sorted that business out yet?
Not yet. I need to talk to you about something else. It's urgent.
Only wait 5 minutes.
Well, look, I've got a phone call coming through in 45 minutes. I need to talk to you before I get it.
Look, if I'm not out in 15, come and find me.
Cheers.
Gary, Thomas Gary? That's all right, miss. I'll handle this. Chief Inspector McBride, Sergeant. Special branch.
What the hell are you doing here, Sergeant?
Well, sir, our people down at Sunhill are trying to trace a Mr. Gary, because apparently we have his wife in custody. What?
The bottom line is, sir, our Yank visitor has lost something he's not letting on about.
Any idea what that might be, Frank?
Not a clue, sir. Benj from Spook Squad's not saying a thing, other than to wave us clear. But if I was pushed to come up with a picture, I'd lay odds that Thomas Gary was about to flog something to the other side.
Real spook stuff.
CIA have sussed him and are giving him rope.
Catch his bar as well, you mean?
Why not? Of course, along comes our light-fingered lad and spins the room. Stuff hits the fan.
Yeah, but what's it got to do with Mrs. Gary?
Don't know, Derek. It's all guesswork anyway.
That's as may be. But I've been inclined to think you're right, Frank. It makes sense.
Possible that Mrs. Gary knew what her husband was up to, and all her actions were a bid to put him off the project. She was very insistent that we phone him.
Yeah, very.
Brownlow? All right, Marion, thank you. Send him up in 2 minutes, will you? Well, Chief Inspector McBride of Special Branch wants to see me on urgent business.
Right, make it quick. I'm due back with the super in 5 minutes.
I've got the SP on the villain that spanned the Den Bridge this morning.
You what?
He wants to do business on some of the documents that came with the booty. He reckons they're secret squirrel stuff.
Is this for real?
Said show that to the top brass. One Amex card and the name of Thomas Gary.
What's he after?
Well, he's up on offer over some country mansion number. West Sussex boys are giving him a hard time.
Wants dropping out. That all?
No, he wants 5K in cash for expenses.
Does he now? Right, set it up.
I promised him a straight deal.
Just set it up and stop messing about. I'll pull all the strings.
Oh, by the way, you have a word with the finance company for me?
You're learning, Ted. You're learning.
Despite the fact that some two-bit sneak thief got lucky and stole the goods from right under our noses, we still had hopes of at least picking up the potential buyer. You boys blew that by turning up by the truckloads.
Look, I'm sorry your operation has fallen apart. But in the circumstances, given the fact that we were not consulted at any stage, I make no apology for my people's actions. However, now we understand the circumstances, we'll do everything in our power to assist you.
Mrs. Gary?
Smacked legs, sent back to the hotel.
Well, that's something. Heads are gonna roll over the loss of the documentation. It is of some national interest.
Well, we'll do our best to apprehend the thief.
Sir, I'm sure you will. Thank you for your cooperation in this matter.
Anytime.
Cockney Turag. What's going on?
You be nice to me, Benj. I can make your day.
The man's going to be well choked when we move.
I'll be well choked if you don't whisper in the right ears for me. I'll be ready for your mob in a couple of years from now.
Don't worry. You'll not be forgotten.
Did you manage to pull any strings with that finance company for me?
Aye. Your man will get no more aggro from them, provided he plays the game and pays up from here on in. We know one of the directors of the company that owns the company that owns that company.
Cheers, Benj. Gotta look after the troops, eh?
$5K in used tennis, and you've dropped out with the West Sussex lads.
Jiffy, that is. Jiffy, Mr. Roach. Well done.
Now, hold on, sunshine. No insurance?
What are you talking about?
Photocopies.
Oh, do me a favour, Mr. Roach. There's only one in there.
Come on then.
Yeah.
Right. Here we go.
That's blinding, that is. You done well there, Mr. Roach. You pulled that one off, eh? You wouldn't do...
What the...
You wouldn't do that to me!
I didn't! Run!
You
Run!
do it!
I didn't!
You
Run!
You run!
I'll have that, Ted.
I promised him a straight deal.
Grow up, old son. $5 grand's worth. Don't even think about it.
You'll live to fight another day. Got it all sorted out, did you, Frank?
You got what you came for, Benj. Your Yank friends will be chuffed as nuts when they get that lot back. You've had a result. Give us a week, we'll pull your pal Sinbad in as well.
You just try it. You set me up once more and I will tear your arms out.
Don't be a prat, Ted. On your toes.
I mean it.
You really are slow at the traps, aren't you? Lucky for you, your pal Sinbad is a bit swifter. Think about it. Somewhere else. Stroppy git, but a good copper.
All right. You'll do.
He always comes up smelling a rose.
Who?
Burnside. Bloody Burnside. So help me, Bob, one of these days I'll do him up like a kipper.
Yeah, and book me a ringside seat.
It'll never happen.
Oh, Frank. I'm away.
Not before you bought a drink, Bobby.
Frank Bruno will be world champion before I do that. I'll see you. I'll see you, Ted.
Vodka and tonic, please. I don't know what you've got to yam about.
No, you wouldn't, would you, sir?
I think it's time you and me had a little straightener.
But long in the tooth to be rolling around in the car park.
Speak for yourself. You know what your trouble is, Ted? You're far too emotional.
He's my snout. I don't sell my snout down the river.
Did I do that? I could have had him if I wanted.
Yeah, if it had meant more brownie points. With all due respect, sir, it's not the way I work.
Why don't you grow up and stop moaning? We got the result.
Well, you got the result with my information and my legwork. Did you mention that at the Chief Super's debriefing?
You fell in lucky with Sinbad. That much was down to you. What about the rest of it?
Like I say, sir, it's not the way I operate.
I want results, Ted, and I'll get them. And I make sure that me and mine come out at the end covered in glory. That's why I'm DI. And if there's any brownie points on offer, I want them. All of them. Perk of the job.
One day, Burnside.
So he came out of the shop and the car wasn't there? No. It was 200 yards down the road? Yes. Just a minute, madam. And the door was unlocked?
We've said.
It wasn't forced?
It didn't seem to be.
Just a minute, madam.
Excuse me,
I'm next after that couple. I've never had a decent meal there, tell you. No, I don't think you are.
I am next, all right?
He's next. I saw him both come in.
Oh, and who rattled your cage then,
Look, I really
eh?
do think I am next. Oh, yeah.
Please.
Thank you.
Look, excuse me. You're going to
Tie. Mind your hands. Right, now, are you sure you parked it on Whittle Street?
Of course.
Cheer up, Yorkie. It'll only get worse.
Yeah, cheers, Tosh. Look, it happens, you know. Sometimes you put...
Think you know.
I'm not talking about being thick.
He doesn't believe us, Jeff.
Look, it's not lost, it's not damaged, you've had nothing pinched from it, and the petrol's not been siphoned off. What do you want me to do?
It's taking and driving away.
Are you sure somebody's not having a bit of fun with you?
Come on. They're not interested.
Yorkie,
Bloody police.
I'll get Ramsey in. Give you a hand.
Yeah. Cheers, Sarge.
My kids! Look, I told you they're being looked after. My kids! They're not going into care.
All right, you got a bit?
Yeah. I want them. Look, the health isn't... Oh, you little bitch, dog.
Come
No!
Good.
No!
Good. Now, look, I've told you, right? The elf isn't going to come and see you. And just cool down until she arrives.
My kids!
Your kids are all right.
I want to see my kids!
Gertie, if you don't be quiet, I'll have you.
That's all right, Mr. Client. Young lads like you need the experience.
Yeah. You all right, Viv?
What's Roster's got to be so happy about?
I owes his missus 500 quid in back maintenance. Rather do 3 months than see her go without.
You all right?
Who's the charmer?
It's one of the Norris brothers. Broke somebody's leg with an iron bar. Now, look, are you all right?
Oh, the little cat really caught me, Sarge. Give me a minute, I'll be all right.
Sure?
So, yeah.
We never had a union. Don't argue, it's new, Po. Never heard of it. No, you wouldn't. It's the National Union of Police and Prison Officers. They went on strike and all while there was mass meetings, pickets, all sorts.
Down from the parade and onto the beach. What has the big wide world got in store for us today? Who knows what might be around the next corner?
Pete found it in the bog. The bog.
Oh, nice. How is it?
Ah, well, we have a budding author in our midst.
Oh, yeah?
It's for the local rag.
Hey?
A day in the life of a policeman.
Get out of it.
Oh, well, it can't be anything else. The advertiser's doing a series on public servants in the community.
That's right. Last week was bus drivers.
And the week before that, it was Big Daisy from down the Mitre. Now, she's a community service.
A policeman is a neighbour. Yeah. A friend.
Yeah.
A social worker.
Yeah. He's big.
He's strong.
He's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Even if he gets a kick in the crutch.
A foot in the furniture.
We can rebuild him.
Stronger.
Better.
Faster. He's the $6 million cop.
Yeah.
Hello, Sarge.
That's what I'm saying. It's not Whiskers.
What?
Whiskers.
But I thought you said you always buy Whiskers.
I do, yes, but Charlie's not having it.
What, he's not eating it?
She, Charlotte.
She's not eating it.
She's being tempted away. Know what I mean? The people next door, they put stuff down for her. Poison.
Well, have you taken her to the vet?
They don't know anything.
Look, Mr.
Wasserman.
Wasserman.
2 S's, 2 N's.
Yeah, look, I've got a waiting room full of people out there. Now, why don't you go home and talk to your neighbours? Maybe they don't know you've got a cat. Perhaps we put the stuff down for something else.
No, what?
Hedgehogs, foxes, urban wildlife. There's a lot of it about.
I'm going to report you.
Yes, all right. Goodbye, Mr. Wasserman.
You are treating the public with contempt.
Yes, all right.
Taking it the wrong way.
Yeah, just a minute, love. I'll get you something in there.
Hello, Mr. Wasserman. Where's Charlie?
Just come about the neighbours. Remember I told you?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, he's the man.
Listen, thanks very much, love. We're finished, okay, Jill?
Yeah, don't forget your bag.
Bag? What bag?
My bag.
There's no problem.
Fine, I'm so pleased.
So why do you keep going on about it?
You're the one who keeps going on about it.
Just like all the rest of
I
them.
don't give a monkey's
Good.
tuck. So why don't you shut up about it?
Don't you
then?
tell me to shut up.
What's that we laughing, boy?
Well, you've only got to mention Mary and he bites your head off.
No, he's a Celt. He's got built-in misery. Listen, do me a favour, June, will you? Get a cup of tea from the canteen and take it into Viv. She's in the charge room. She's just taking a whack.
As a policeman pounds his beat, he must be alert at all times. What's going on in his mind?
Not much in your case, Ramsey. Look, Smith needs a hand on the front desk. Move, will you?
Here, Sarge, there's a bit about you here. Reporting back to the section sergeant can be tricky. Section sergeants are generally long on experience, but short on what it takes for further promotion.
Ramsey, let's have you.
They are men who have a sixth sense about PCs trying to pull a fast one. After all, they've pulled enough of their own.
Ramsey!
Going, Sarge.
It is not mine. How many more times?
Are you sure?
Well, of course I'm sure.
Well, was it there when you came in?
Well, it must have been.
Look, do you mind?
Shut up! Did you see it?
Shut up! Shut up!
Did you see it?
I can't say that I noticed
Don't you
it.
tell me
You
to
left
shut
it.
up.
No.
Who do you think you're talking
Come on,
to?
both of you, outside now. Come on, outside.
Little Charlie.
And you stop banging on that door.
What's up?
Just come and have a look.
Come on, you're public servants. Let us in here. When we got together here.
Haven't you got any idea? Well, how long?
All I want to do is show me licence. Come on.
Look, just get them lots outside, all right? Go on. All right. Pete, hold on to the old boy, Basserman. All right, move back. Everybody outside now.
Everybody up.
You just stay there. Outside.
Yes, we do provide speakers as such and advice to meetings on crime prevention, yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I'm sure parents are worried. Parent-teacher evening? Well, yes, if you'd like to send me the details.
Look, we've got a problem, Mum. I think you should come quick.
OK, fine, I'll bear it in mind. Yeah, bye.
A hold up. I'm not sure how long it's been there. It didn't look right to me. Never mind why, just do it. Come on.
Any idea how long it's been here?
No.
You're supposed to check them in and out.
Oh, look, I've had them all in here this morning.
I don't want to hear it, Smith. Just get out there and help Ram to clear them right away from the building.
What are you doing here?
I was told to wait.
Yeah, but you're supposed to wait outside.
Out and in and out.
I've told you once.
I'm not going to be seen by nobody,
Yes,
am I?
you are.
It's disgusting.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
Out.
She's done nothing but make trouble since she's been here.
Look, you deaf and dumb and daft or what? Now get outside.
But my handbag's been pinched.
You don't have to take this, you know, they are public servants.
And he's done nothing but have a go at me.
Listen, I will have a go if your backside's out of here in 5 seconds.
Station sergeant.
He's been up to his eyes.
Any old girl who forgets her shopping and it's a potential terrorist.
Old girls don't go shopping with hole rules. I've told the sergeant to on the desk when there's a lot waiting.
Yeah. Anybody who meant business would get inside on a good cover story and be smart enough to plant something.
Well, they're queuing up out there to have a go at us.
But it's not us and them, Christine, it's us and a few of them.
One's enough.
Oh, it looks like laundry. But I'm not taking any chances. Get on.
Yorkie, clear the building, sound the fire alarm.
Tom, sir, we've got a suspect bag in the front office. Phone the yard and get me bomb disposal and then get me area.
Right, sir.
Well, they'll have to get it checked out, whoever he is.
Did he approach the paper or what?
The advertiser, it's a freebie. If you're lucky if he gets a tenner. Must be a right mug.
But we'd better show this to Fraser, wouldn't we?
No. Have a quiet word all round. Let it go.
Anyway, do you know it was 1919 when that strike happened? They treated us like muck then. We did a 7-day week for less money than a docker got. Yeah.
You know, my grandfather was a docker, the West India.
Mine used to cut sugar cane.
Had no money.
Mine didn't have any teeth. And 18 hour a day, had to suck something.
How's Viv?
Fine, right little Spitfire she brought in.
Yes, she laid into her mother with a saucepan, is that right?
18 years old, 3 kids, and the mother makes the mistake of calling her the neighbourhood bike, or words to that effect.
Bob, Alec, I want the building cleared.
Right. Come on, folks, let's, you heard, let's go. Come on, chop, chop. Eileen, hurry up.
That's your that's right. Now just keep your hands away from it. Yes, that's your females on the floor. Oh, come on, Sergeant.
Report to Sergeant Peters, he's in the yard.
Go on, do it.
I have to know All right, Norris, we're moving you out. Up.
Oh, yes. It's that man with a tan.
Come on, 1 foot in front of the other.
Come on, my little acid drop.
Hop. Ramsey!
Sarge, I'll get first prize, do I? Sunhill's toasted Irish.
Yeah, well, Sergeant Peters will sort you out.
Come on.
You were told to leave the building 5 minutes ago. All appliances off?
Yeah, of course they are.
Leave it, please. Outside. Report to Sergeant Peters in the yard.
Yes,
Now!
Statements for court, Gov.
Come on, let's have you. Come on, you should be out of here by now.
Frank, you haven't seen Ted Roach, have
Look,
you?
if you're not out of here in 10 seconds...
Is that your anchor?
How many more times do you want to know?
I've got my anchor. Could you come out this man's way, please, sir?
Yeah, I'm ready, haven't you?
Yes, I'll have them ready. They'll be on your wrists in no time.
I'm disposal, Tom.
5 minutes.
2 officers front and back.
Yeah, on it now.
Fire engine ambulance.
On standby.
Answer to Mike Tyson, never. He's as gentle as a
All
lamb.
right, Haynes.
Acid drop in a soft centre, aren't you, pal?
Have you been assigned?
Oh, no, Mum, just clearing
Yeah, well,
up.
Sergeant Penny's looking for men.
Oh.
You won't need those.
Which way?
Up there.
All clear, Christine.
Yeah, except Cryer.
Come on, Ramsey, keep it moving, eh? I told him if he wanted any more help. Paul! Paul, where are you?
Yeah, if you ask me, June, this is the safest place.
Safest place? What's that mean? What's that racket? What's the matter? Up, will you, Gertie? Now, come on.
No,
don't yank me. Look, what ain't safe? What's going on? Nothing. Mind your own business. I never go this early on. What's going on? Oh, don't do that. Come on, will ya? Take me outside, I want a coat. You'll get something else in a minute. You're getting a toe on my foot now. Oh, come on. very nice. I totally packed that in. Anyway, where's that noisy little cow? What about... Oh, here it is, the voice almighty.
Yeah, well, you should know the original
Wait,
cotton
wait, come
tape.
on, you two.
Take your big mouth for old Gertie.
You stop your crying, I'll settle. I've listened to that.
Come on, you.
Ruining.
Now listen, next time I'm having you bust the Lemon Street. Got a 14-stone woman sergeant there who's going to eat people like you.
Don't try and be funny with me, son.
The sergeant cries for to stick him in the pan.
I know.
I've got the keys.
Get in. This car, that car, what's the difference? Go on. In. You and all.
Oh, excuse me, officer. Don't mind if I leave my hold all at the front counter, do you? No, you'll be all right. Can you manage? No more than £10 of explosive in it, is there?
It isn't that funny, Dash.
Oh, get out, Tosh. You can see what somebody's bringing into the station.
Leave it, Dash.
It's elementary.
I'll kill Roach.
Tosh?
Get in the car with Norris. I want a statement from him, Michael. The right statement. I'll be back at 1.
Yeah, Yorkie, I'll sit in. Don't want you falling asleep again, do we? Come on, just watch it, Dashwood. Don't be such a prat. Don't call me a prat. It's a joke, Yorkie. Know what I mean? J-O-K.
Well, Seal's joking at 2 o'clock.
Get your hands off me.
That smarmy sod walked right through, size. The bank was there then. He must have seen it. He's got the nerve to have a go at me.
What's going on?
DI's asked me to sit in.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yorkie, over here.
I'll see you at 2 o'clock.
Right, Norris. Comfy? How far had we got? Now, Meakin worked for you. He's one of your minicab drivers, been with you for years. Now, why would you want to go and do a thing like that? I don't understand you, Norris. You're not dumb.
You sure?
Somebody's going to go and see Meakin soon as the hospital okays it. Now, if I was you, I'd want to get my side of the story in first.
He can smell me, Dash. That's what the trouble is.
You're damn right.
Shut it.
Swing low, sweet chariot, running for the carry me home.
Yes, we still have whistles. Are you satisfied now?
They will make the order, you say.
Yeah?
I'm not paying it, I say. Not paying a penny.
No, so you say.
You do, don't you?
I just told you we do. Now, will you shut up?
You go to jail, you say. Hallelujah, I say.
Did you?
Give me the blessed release of jail.
Yeah?
I know you do.
Come on.
Yes, I know you know.
Where all the cares in the world will fall off me
Just told you we do.
Sarge, come on, let's see it.
Hallelujah.
You want to say
Hallelujah.
Ramsey!
What? St. Peter's Churchyard? Yeah, the vicar's expecting you. What, ghouls and ghosties, Gov? This lot bring their own spirits. Late night vodka sessions. In the graveyard? It's a cult. Although considering they're ghosts, they get through an awful lot of Johnnies. Things that go bonk in the night, as you might say. Just get on with it, Tosh. Sir?
You entered the Horse and Groom public house in Foreman Street at 9:45 p.m. last night.
Who says?
Witnesses.
Like who?
At 10:15, you and your brother followed Meakin from the saloon bar to the bog. At 10:20, the landlord found Meakin in the backyard with both his legs broken.
I've told him, the landlord, always leaving crates about.
Somebody's going to fall over and break their leg. Meakin drives the Rover, right?
Lovely job. All British and all.
And when he cried off, you thought he'd grassed.
Anybody can get a touch of flu. There's germs everywhere. They say the East End is the most
Don't mess
unhealthy-
me around, Norris.
Smithy might. And don't forget you got a punch up at 2 o'clock.
Hey, Van! It's only for a minute. I've got an MP, you know. Don't forget I have. I've got an MP.
The eyeside's Dashwood sitting in with him.
This ain't fair, Mr. Cryer.
You'll be safer in the van.
Ramsey! Will you and Paul Roach shut it?
It's a bomb scare.
Are you having me on this?
No, I'm not. There's a bag in the front office. There's nothing past it, and I'm told different. You park that then.
How the hell can I? Bomb disposal. Bill Farmer, SF-13.
Oh, right. Could you park it over there, sir?
Sarge!
Hey! Hey, hold on!
Calm down! Yes, she a prisoner! Yes, she a prisoner! Yes! And where's she handcuffed?
Oh, look. The Keystone Cops.
Shut it. You're getting boring, Norris.
I'm telling you, the Prince of Wales is a decent man. What would I be doing in the horse and groom?
It makes me wonder what Meekin must have done to you. Perhaps it wasn't a job. Perhaps he was knocking off your missus. Oh, come on. Leave the poor girl at home most nights with a bottle of gin. Come into my parlour time, eh?
We are getting smart.
Hell of a lot smarter than you'll ever be, Norris. Meekin hadn't been telling tales. Meekin hadn't told us a thing. He will now, though. You dropped yourselves right in it, your big brother and you. And with Meekin dipping his wit with your missus as well.
My God! I'll get you for this, you black git.
You're very lucky, Norris. They tell us to use minimum force. Couldn't really get away with breaking legs in here. What do you reckon, Dash?
Driving backwards for Christmas, Bob.
Where the hell have you been?
Well, I took horse to make on the way back at the supermarket on Breakwood Street.
Yeah, all right. Let me know, will you? Let me know. You got Norris in the car. Dash was with him.
What's this? His revenge?
Hmm?
Well, haven't you heard? His firm are trying to sort us out.
What, they're going to bomb the station with him still in it?
Oh, no, he was perfectly safe in the cells. He just never reckoned on the uniform branch being stupid enough to shift him out. When I was at DC down in Bermondsey...
You can leave that out.
Oh, come on, Alec.
Do us all a favour, Ted. Padlock your mouth.
Alec is the section sergeant, Ted.
About time you got yourself off to court, isn't it, Gov? In short, jerky movements.
What?
Look, we don't have the luxury of swaggering in and out when we like, taking out in uniform.
Alec!
Look, I've had it up to here, Bob. We've never got enough blokes on relief, and all we ever get...
All right, leave it.
You look out, Alec.
No, you look out. You should know better than pulling strokes like that. If you want to interview this man...
That bag down in there is down to your lot. I don't want it holding up CID.
You just make sure you log it.
What'd you put him in a car with Haynes for?
I'll give you 4 hours to make it stick.
He's never going to talk handcuffed to Haynes.
You know, if your lot were paid by results, you'd end up owing the force money.
Right, everybody. We found an incendiary device in the front office. It's being diffused. I want you all to stay here for a few minutes until we get the SO13 clear of the building, right, Bob? Christine.
You go on, sir.
What's up?
Nothing, Bob. Just what the hell are you up to, Edwards? My office at 2 o'clock.
Frank Burnside's thrown his weight about again.
Put some water on him, mate. That's it, fight it out, boy.
How could Farmer miss it?
It weren't down to you, Yorkie.
Of course it was, you daft pillock.
It could have been any one of us.
But it wasn't, was it?
Yeah, well, they're going to try and nail somebody for
Well,
us.
if they start getting at Yorkie, Reg can take it to the Federation,
Oh,
right?
yeah, the Federation's as much use as the Pope's three-piece.
Yeah, well, don't knock it, because it's all we got.
Oh, leave it out.
Well, what do you want us to do, eh? Walk out. If we had proper cover, You see, Pete, it's not down to the relief sergeant. All he can do is post the people he's got. Peter!
Listen to me.
Did you get through the hospital bed?
Yeah. The news is not good. Looks like he's going to be blinded.
Poor sod. It did get worse.
Call 160 Sierra Oscar receiving over. Assistance required. Break-in in progress. Lawson's Chemist. That's 161 Stanley Street. Got that?
Kettle's boiled.
Who the hell are you?
Here. Aladdin's cave.
That's it, come on.
Wait. Down this.
Yeah! Come on! Put it down! No. Put it down, son!
You working this time of the morning? We're all overloaded, Jeff. And with all due respect, we have got other things to do. I mean, truancy's your line.
Cruise, I think. Somewhere exotic.
I went on one of them a few years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I was the only person on the ship who wasn't over 70 and who didn't weigh more than 16 stone. 4 of them were dead before we got to Gibraltar. I've never cruised again.
Oh, well, I'll forget the rumours then.
Ah, very hard. You can put your mind at rest about that any time you like.
Viv, hang on a minute, will you?
There goes me lift then.
Never mind, Viv. Worst things happen at sea, believe me. And if you end up short of someone to go
Ah, not while they publish a phone book.
Oh, cruel.
Sierra Oscar 6 from Sierra Oscar. Are you receiving over?
Yeah, you too.
Go ahead, Sierra Oscar.
Mike.
Well, Viv, youth and community, we've got a 14-year-old kid called Omir Guli. He keeps not turning up at school. Now he lives on your beat. Can you go round?
Well, I can, but isn't that...
Well, I know, but you see, they've got no one that can go round till tomorrow. School sent someone round yesterday, and according to the kid's cousin who seems to look after him, she says he's disappeared. Well, the school thinks he's just bunking off, but look, if he has gone missing...
What's the address?
Good girl. Here you go.
Of course I told you. I said they were coming to use the house.
Do you think I'd have gone in there like that if you'd said anything?
Well, listen, that's the trouble.
You make me look ridiculous.
You were perfectly well alone.
God's sake, get dressed. You look like a Paris tart.
Well, you'd know all about them, wouldn't you?
I'm so sorry about that.
It's quite all right. It must have been a bit of a shock.
Oh, it's entirely my fault, forgetting to tell him that you'd be here. Have you spotted any burglars?
No, not yet.
It's been absolutely terrifying recently, just terrifying. There seems to have been some sort of break-in in the street almost every day. My husband isn't exactly Clint Eastwood when it comes to that sort of thing. Now, you've seen for yourself. But I feel terribly safe now. Would you like some more coffee? I've just made some fresh.
Yes, thank you.
Police! Open the door, please.
I need to go up to your bedroom.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll show you.
Miss Gulek.
Oh, please, call me Auntie.
Where is Omir?
Oh, that boy. He will drive me mad.
Is he here?
No, I am alone. You can't see.
Do you know where he is?
I don't want no trouble. Always he's trouble for me, Omer. He's very bad boy.
Miss Gulek.
Oh, Auntie, call me Auntie.
You're his cousin, aren't you?
Only by marriage.
I see. And where are his parents?
His parents go back to Turkey. They leave him here. His mother say she will send money for his food. But no money come. I have only part-time job barmaid in the Monmouth. And Ömer eat and eat all time. He need clothes, shoes. Always trouble for me. Always trouble.
Listen, Auntie. Even if I suspected that Omir's passport had expired...
Who tell you this?
Or he was doing a job that he wasn't
It's a lie.
supposed to be doing, that is not why these inquiries are being made.
He's not?
No. He's 14 and he's disappeared. People are concerned for his safety, that's all. And you know you can apply for a grant to buy him a pair of shoes.
Yes?
Yes.
His parents leave a phone number in Turkey. But when we ring, no one know them there.
Now, can I see him, please?
They will really buy shoes?
Yes.
Ömer, odaya gel. Çeneni kapat. Hiçbir şey söyleme. Mutlu gurur. It's all right, Ömer. This lady is come to help you. To buy shoes.
Hello, Omir.
And?
Well, 10 minutes later, the first geezer comes out of the house again and drives off in the motor.
Never mind about him. Her.
Well, she got the wedding photos out and asked me where I thought she went wrong. I thought it was a bit naff in it. Now I am trying to do a surveillance, and she's telling me she's unfulfilled as a woman.
I want to get her sorted out, mate. Chances like that don't grow on trees. You wouldn't catch me hanging about, I can tell you that.
But he's up to something tasty. I know it. If I sit tight there, I've got him.
You ought to be up to something tasty with her. You want to get your priorities right, mate. Speaking of which...
Where are you going?
What's it look like?
Bloody wet!
Ted, what's going on?
He pushed me over! Get him! Just never mind! Get in! Get in! You stay there! Name?
I'd never seen him before. We'd only just met.
Your name?
No offence was committed. There wasn't time.
Name?
God blimey, Ted.
Don't you start.
Make him release me. I'm being held in inhuman conditions.
You don't need me tomorrow morning, do you?
Frankly, Carver, I have never needed you.
Right, I'll go back to that surveillance then.
Now, for the last time.
Listen, please. If I have to go to court, if this gets out, if my family find out, all the people at work.
Listen, I don't give a monkey's what people do in private, right? What I am concerned about is behaviour in a public place.
It wasn't me who hit you. Morris. I can put you onto something.
Of course, I'm the sort of person that believes that what will be, will be. I suppose it's because I'm Sagittarius. I just surrender to fate.
Come on, Harry,
Just the lady. Now, you're Turkish, lad.
Well, he's not my Turkish lad.
Yeah, I'm afraid he is now. Look, he hasn't been since you saw him yesterday.
Yeah, well, he won't have got his shoes yet.
Well, his cousin says she doesn't know where he is. Now, look, youth and community
Are overstretched.
think that since you saw him only the other day...
Yeah, that they'd land me with it now.
Never volunteer.
I never volunteered last time, Sarge.
Well, I'm going up to have my bath now.
Right, fine.
Oh, I didn't tell you where the bathroom is, did I? In case you should need it. First left, top of the stairs.
Thanks.
You can't miss it.
Look, I thought we'd sorted this out.
Emir is not well. He have the flu.
Yeah, well, I better see him since I'm here.
He's sleeping now.
It's all right, I won't disturb him.
He will go back to school tomorrow.
Miss Kulek, this is as much a nuisance to me as it is to you, but I'm required by law to see that he's all right. Now, which is his room, please?
Wait, I bring him.
No, there's no need. Which is his room?
Emir, you have the flu. Go back to bed at once, Omer. Cheneni kapat. At once, Omer. You will catch pneumonia.
Look, it's all right. I'm not a monster. I just came round to see that you were still in one piece. I'll be off then. Back to school as soon as you're better. And don't look so worried, Omir. Worse things can happen at sea.
Roxanne. Hello.
Mr. Roach, where do you get those ties?
Get.
Oh, thanks a lot. A girl's got to live, you know. Or did you have something informal in mind?
Just a little chat, Roxanne.
Usual terms of trust?
You never trust a policeman, remember?
Yeah, but you're special.
It's not that I actually want to leave him. I don't think I do. But you owe yourself some happiness in life, don't you? Wherever you can find it.
Someone new running a rent business at Monmouth, is that right?
You could at least make it the price of a drink.
Usual terms, payment by results.
So the word's got round about that one, has it? Things do travel fast. Well, I'm afraid it's hardly worth bothering.
Why's that?
We're not talking about a warehouse, you know. Not if you do mean the barmaid. You do, don't you?
Do I?
That's the only recent developments. Oh, it's not so much a business.
Yeah, more of a cottage industry. I've heard it before. What's her name?
Are you happy, Constable?
Me?
Oh.
I mean, deeply.
I most certainly am, Mrs. Kemp. Excuse me.
Well, lucky old you, Constable.
Police, Sunhill.
Put me onto someone, big.
What's the nature of your call, sir?
It's life or death. Get someone.
Just one moment, please. Alec, Anonymous, line 7. Says it's life or death.
Sergeant Peters.
I'm only going to say this once, so shut up and listen.
What is your name, sir?
I said listen.
I'm listening.
A chemist got done over yesterday morning, right?
What chemist would that be, sir?
Oh, shut up. You know which one. So do I, 'cause I did it. We got a diamorphine and downers. Barbiturates. The girl who did it with me, she's OD'd, and if she doesn't get to hospital fast, she's dead.
Right, where exactly is she?
That's going to cost 20 grand to find out.
We don't have access to money like that, and there's no way the police can enter into this kind of negotiations.
I'm not talking about the police. Her parents have got plenty of money. You can get it back off them. She's Fiona Brown and Kendall, daughter of Nicholas Brown and Kendall MP.
It doesn't matter who she is, sir. If she's overdosed, she needs an ambulance.
I've already told you that. It's not my problem.
Look, listen to me, sir.
No, you listen to me. She'll last half an hour.
Tear up all
yet.
the paper you can
I've
find
seen
of the
it
size
before.
of tenors.
Look, 10 grand and that's my last offer. Leave it in the middle rubbish bin outside Lynn Thomas' house in the next 20 minutes and I'll call you back to see where she is. And any clever stuff, you don't hear from me again.
Just do it!
Sergeant Peters, what an unexpected honour.
Cut the comedy, Mike, and anything else. This is serious.
Sierra Oscar 6 from Dashwood.
Go ahead, Mike.
Sierra Oscar, here.
You're up. What's it, you? I mean, look, there's no rush. I'm just late. Okay, can I get pat?
Won't take a minute.
Look, let me get pat!
Stay. Where is she?
Where's who?
The girl you did the chemistry. Where is she?
Look! I don't know what you're talking about. This is wrongful arrest. You're in big trouble, pal.
Oh, yeah? She's dying of an overdose. He wants 10 grand to tell us where.
Oh, nice. It wasn't even real money. I should have known.
Just tell us where to send the ambulance. It's no skin off your nose.
Look, I told you, no money, no deal. It is not my problem.
Where do you live?
Edinburgh.
There's a couple of squats down there. We can try those. We might as well.
Hey! What about me? Hey!
Where's it going to be then?
I still can't decide.
You need to get away with someone who's capable of bringing you out.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Oh, these damn suits. You can never get a notebook to fit the pockets. I had some tailor-made in my other suit, but there's no chance of a replacement. The guy who made it for me is doing 6 years minimum. Yeah, as I was saying, you need Oh, someone sophisticated. Man of the world. Oh, blast!
I see what you mean. Come on. Ted, why have you got this address?
Oh, it's a tip-off. The barmaid from the Monmouth's supposed to be renting out there. What's the matter?
Can we use your car? Now.
Suspect believed in possession quantity of illegal substance. No further assistance required, over.
Sierra Oscar 7, where are you now? Over.
Castlereagh Road, approaching Eastwood Park Playground, over.
No luck, guys. Tough. Did you see anything? I didn't see anything.
The guys! Help! Mike!
Help! Tell us all we let go!
Okay.
You should have known that there was something wrong. Of course that's what he was trying to tell me. It must be going daft.
Mama! Oscar 7 receiving, over.
Jim, drug squad units will take over surveillance of suspect vehicle from Farndale Street junctions with Eastwood Park, over. Sierra Oscar 7, acknowledge, please.
Sierra Oscar 7 received. Out.
Get away! Oh, shift!
Sierra Oscar from Dashwood. Urgent ambulance message, over.
Go ahead, Mike.
Ambulance to Lynn Thomas House. Overdose, over.
Will be called.
She could have blinded Ken Melvin. She's probably had a heart attack. They can't keep off her stuff anyway. Ambulance is coming, we've done our bit. 10 to 1, she's got it.
Miss Gillette, it's the police. Open the door. Open this door.
Open up in there!
Who are you?
I want to see Omir.
I never see you before. Who are you?
Get out of the way.
Omir!
You can't come in. We have this at all. This your son! Omir, don't! Domuzlar!
Quiet, will you?
Faşistler! Emer hasta. Hem de çok hasta. Burası özel bir ev. Hepiniz pisliksiniz. Domuzlar!
I'm sorry.
Do something. I was only a few minutes late. Someone's taken my daughter.
Calm down. Have you made inquiries?
Of course I've made inquiries. Just please, will you do something?
Tell the officer what happened, Paula. The lady came up and told Trudie she was a friend of her mum and she had to collect her.
Please, just do something.
Sierra Oscar from 832. You're receiving over. I'm at Pelmont Road Primary School. I've got a possible child abduction. Okay. Please ask him to call Pelmont
This is Mrs.
Road
Celia
School
Horton,
urgently.
his mother.
The number's
I'm Detective
246.
Inspector Burnside. This is Inspector Fraser. Who are you, madam?
Mrs. Downs. Mrs. Downs' daughter Paula's a witness.
I'll go and see about getting some tea made.
What's happening? Haven't you put out an alert?
All in good time, Mrs. Horton.
Hello, Paula. Are you a real detective?
Not exactly.
Not like on the telly.
Sometimes. Now, tell me, Paula, exactly what happened.
Joella and I were playing tag in the playground.
Paula was waiting for me to collect her.
Why are we sitting here talking? Please, can't you send out squad cars, helicopters? I mean, do something.
Mrs. Hortman, please.
It's half day. End of term, you see, that's why I was a bit late.
You go on, Paula.
A lady came up and took Joella away.
And did this lady say anything?
I can't remember.
She told Joella her mum had been held up shopping and was going to be late.
Have you ever asked anyone to pick Joella up before?
Yes. Well, not very often. Only if I'm pushed for time. Sometimes I phone a neighbour.
You can't get hold of Mr. Hortman?
Well, I just tried his office. The secretary says he's out and doesn't know what time he'll be back.
Christine, would you mind going down there and waiting for him?
The company's Derris Scott International. It's on the Hoopland Industrial Estate, and Mr. Hortman's the managing director.
CID Dashwood.
Forget lunch. I need some urgent searches.
Do you have a date of birth? Yeah. Well, it's not a lot to go on. What about the name of Hortman's company? Yeah, OK. I'll tell Mr. Conway first. Yes. Leave it with us. Oh, well. Sandwiches and a pork pie. Never did like steak and chips.
I know this must be traumatic for you all, but in a case like this, I have to look at all the possibilities. Which means I want to go through everything again. So please be patient with me.
I've just had a lovely lunch, a nice drink with our revered local press, and I'm full of good cheer.
I'm glad to hear it, sir.
No, well, you won't be. Not when I get a report like this about one of my men. You've got to pull your socks up, son. Come in.
I don't agree with Mr. Burnside's comment, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Got a nasty one.
Right, I need the names and addresses of all the children.
Now, you've heard the description that Paula's given of the woman. Does it ring a bell?
I don't know.
Well, either it does or it doesn't.
Don't ask me. I don't know. Just do something. Find my daughter.
I'll leave if you want me to, sir.
No, hang on. I want you to assist Dashwood on this one. Let's see if you can cover yourself in glory, and make amends.
Right, sir.
Keep it low-key, just in case it blows up into something big. I don't want the press nosing about. Mr. Brownlow, sir. Yes, I'd like your advice on a little matter. Yeah.
Mr. Hortman didn't say where he was going.
No, he acted very strangely.
In what way?
Mr. Hortman's office. I'm afraid Mr. Hortman is out at the moment. Can I take a message? No, I'm sorry. I don't know when he'll be back. Thank you. Bye.
In what way was he acting strangely?
I spoke to him as he left. He completely ignored me. That's not Mr. Hortman.
Well, how long after he received the phone call?
Almost immediately. I wouldn't have put the woman through, but she claimed it was family business.
Anything else?
Sorry?
Anything else you can remember?
No. Oh, there was the briefcase.
Well, what briefcase?
Well, Mr. Hortman took a briefcase with him as they were going to a meeting, but there's nothing in the diary.
Do you think Joella would go off with a stranger?
Joella's a very sensible girl. Mature for her age, but,
Yes?
Mrs. Hortman is not always very punctual. Neighbours, friends quite often come in and collect Joella from school.
What about Celia Hortman? Have you anything on her?
Dangerous driving. Anything on file regarding business activities? What about maiden name? The company's name is Derris Scott International.
Nothing.
Yeah, sorry.
Nothing at
hang
all.
on a second. CID Dashwood.
You didn't tell her where I was, did you?
How could I? I didn't know where you were. This is the lady.
You've had a phone call. Demand?
Joella will die if the police are involved.
What is the demand?
Please.
How much?
$500,000.
$500,000 in there?
I contacted the
chairman of the company in Detroit. He arranged things with the city bankers.
Where's the drop?
Pardon?
The payoff. Where do you have to leave the money?
The woman is going to phone me and give instructions. If the money is paid in full and there's no funny business, Joella will be released within the hour. Please, I want to phone my wife.
Of course. But you realise paying a ransom is a criminal offence in this country.
Yeah, can you print about 50 photographs of a young girl for D.I. Burnside, please?
Yeah, special
50.
equipment. On the authorisation
Five,
of Commander
yeah.
Litten.
Hang on. Yeah.
To be delivered direct to
Yes, it is important.
Scott International.
Yeah, and black
handed
and white
to
will
Inspector
do.
Burnside personally. Yeah, great, Robin.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll inform you. Thanks.
Undercover, yes.
Look, the less anybody in this station knows
Hold
about
on,
this
please.
business, the better, right? Now look, I want no activity outside in the car park, right? No cars coming and going. Nothing that will draw attention to the fact that there's an operation in progress. Understood?
Yes, sir. Yeah, right.
Oh, darling, what are we going to do?
Hush. Everything's going to be okay.
This is all I need on a Friday afternoon. I'm supposed to be going to Walthamstow Dogs tonight.
Can we have his phones tapped?
What, trace the calls?
Yeah.
No time. Besides, all the calls go through the switchboard. Must be hundreds of them.
Robin, we'll be waiting round the corner. 3rd Street on the right.
Oi!
What are you doing?
I don't fancy the idea of this much money being shunted round the metropolis without us keeping some kind of tabs on it.
No. I insist that you use my briefcase. Look, if Joella is killed because you insist on playing funny games, I'll have your head on a plate, Inspector, I promise you.
All right, Mr. Holman. We'll do it your way.
Yes? Yes, I have the money. Look, please, is Joella safe? Hello? Hello? She hung up.
Well, what were the instructions?
Did she say Joella was safe?
No.
Mr. Hortman, what were the instructions, please?
Please, God, let her be all right.
She said I must be in my car.
For what? Mr. Hortman?
Sorry, I have to go to a phone box in Venice Road in 5 minutes.
Anything else?
She said that if I involve the police, Joella will be killed.
Operation Eagle from Sierra Oscar 6.
Subject parked up and waiting.
How long have we got on this transmitter?
Good for a few hours.
Subject keeps glancing at his watch.
What if the phone box is out of order?
All units. Inspector Burnside would rather you lose subject than he susses you out. Have you got that?
Conway to Burnside.
I have got men on standby at other stations if the need arises, but I'd like to keep the numbers on this operation down to a minimum for obvious reasons.
Come on, ring. You crafty... To all units, phone box appears to be a tryout. Subject has been contacted via car telephone.
Cunning sods.
Not bad.
We've got our work cut out on this one.
Subject away. Move it!
He's on the move.
Let's get after him.
Where the hell is he? To all units.
I seem to have misplaced subject.
Heading south.
He's now heading south. Should be somewhere in your area, Tosh.
Got him, Lampard Way. Subject coming towards me. We're back in business.
Turning left into Chatford Road.
It's ridiculous. Joella has a dental appointment tomorrow. I'm thinking, what am I going to do? Phone up and cancel the appointment? Say, I'm sorry, my daughter's been kidnapped. Can you leave it open just in case we get her back?
Subject pulled up ahead. Could be the pickup point.
Map reference 29B 2130. Beginning with V and ending in K. Subject appears to be receiving fresh instructions via car telephone.
Got it, Victoria Park.
Keep observation, but stay well clear. Have you got Hortman's car telephone number?
Record registration numbers of any other vehicles taking an interest.
Yes.
Will do.
We've just had a phone call from the local press, sir. They've had a report about a suspected child
Has
abduction.
subject got out of the vehicle?
News to me.
He's still on the car telephone.
Tell them we have no knowledge of such a crime.
Whatever you say, sir.
He's taking the case out of the boot. He's dropped the case by a bench. Heading back to the car.
Don't approach.
Getting back in the Jag.
I apologize for being rude. But I just can't believe this is happening. It's so unreal.
We've got some shrewd officers on this case, Mrs. Hortman, the best. If anyone can get your daughter back safely, they can.
Well, why do we have to move here? I didn't want all this. We were all quite happy living in Sussex. All Joella's friends were there, not to mention mine.
Your husband's job bring him here.
Promotion.
It's a beautiful house.
Oh, please, God, don't let them touch her. Please.
Mr. Hortman, can you tell me what's happening?
Look, I've been contacted on this telephone and the woman is going to ring back. So please get off the line.
Where are you?
Please get off the line. The woman is going to ring back. I don't want you involved, don't you understand?
It's another trial. No one's going to pick up that case. It's too open.
Michael, whatever you do, don't go near the briefcase. It might be a try-on to see if we're following.
Who would do a thing like this?
Is there anyone you'd suspect? A woman?
No.
Charming.
What?
We've got some interest. No, it's nothing.
Subject receiving another call. He's on the move.
Stay with him, at a distance.
Subject back on the plot. He's picking up the briefcase. Putting the case in the boot. And getting back in the Jag. And he's away.
Stay with him.
Going up Belmont Rise towards the roundabout.
Don't get too close, Tosh.
Hang a right down Murdoch Road.
It's all yours, Mike.
Subject is pulling over.
Map reference 87B 2917.
Subject getting out of car. He's heading towards a derelict house.
I think it's number 14.
Got the location, Spencer Street.
Don't go near the place. Stay where you are.
Lines, I want you to cover the back. Be discreet.
How long have you been married?
10 years next Tuesday. We were going to celebrate. We haven't been on a proper holiday for about
Mrs. Hortman?
Michael, what's happening?
Joella! Joella, darling! Where have you been? Where have you been, hey? Let me see. Are you all right? Do you promise me you are?
Here he comes. He's made the drop.
Get a message to D.I. Burnside immediately.
Subject getting into car.
Urgent message for D.I. Burnside from Sierra Oscar. The girl is recovered, safe and unharmed.
You come
Repeat,
with me.
the
You
girl
cover the
is
back with
recovered,
lines.
safe
All
and...
units, let's hit the gaff. We've been stuffed. Someone's got some explaining to do.
Don't look at me, no one came past us.
Burnside, what in God's name is going on?
The girl's safe. Portman's delivered the money. We're on our way to his house now. There's something iffy about this. Joella, had you ever seen the lady who picked you up from school before?
Did she say anything when she dropped you off at the top of the road?
Did she know your name?
No, really, I think that's enough now.
The child's gone through a terrible experience. Leave her alone.
Mr. Hortman, it's important that we find these people.
We've told you we don't recognize the description. We've no idea who she was. Now, for God's sake, leave us in peace.
What could you do with £500,000, eh?
I could think of a few things.
What are you doing here?
Been following a reading, Gov.
Well, where is it?
You're looking at it.
I'm a growing lad. Tell you what, I could murder a hamburger.
This time of the morning, there's no words.
Nice to see you got good eyesight, son. Leave him, Ken. You're raring to go this morning.
I don't know why I listened to you. I'd have had him.
That's why. The first one was a decoy.
Okay, you call in.
351 from Sierra Oscar, you're receiving, over.
Receiving 351.
In pursuit of the suspect. Right, come on, son. Lorry park theft in Hatter Street, over.
351, cancel that. Bacon reported a Khan store, junction with Sunnington and Haringey Road. Suspect on premises now.
351, investigating now. Stand by.
Harry, he's in there.
Right then, do you know him?
What I know, he's got a knife.
A what?
A butcher's knife.
Sierra Oscar from 351, at Khan's store. The intruder is armed.
Right, you nicked. What for? Thieving from those coaches. Me, never.
416 to Sierra Oscar, receiving, over.
Go ahead, 416.
Suspect apprehended.
Priority to assist 351 at Khan's store. Intruder is armed.
Armed? But I've got a prison!
Right then. All right. Now let's just put the blade away, all right? Look, you don't really want to do this. Keep the milk if you like. Put the blade in the freezer. Yeah?
Slime.
Out, Mr. Khan. Keep out.
Okay, all right.
Now look.
Harry, the man has a knife. Quickly.
Stay outside. The knife! Get the knife! Get the knife! Come on, sir, come on.
What do you smell?
Oh, it's very nice. What is it? English lavender?
Tropical blossom sounds.
There you go, sir. Struth. Huh?
This one's turned up again, Bob.
Oh, yeah, right, thanks. Mr. Horton. Still saying nothing? There's nothing to be gained by keeping quiet, you know. All right, take him down the cell.
Come on, then.
Have a go to them, did he?
No, I got there too late, Sarge. I'll tell you what, the old Mal kid came on with a lot of bottle.
There wasn't a lot of choice the way it happened.
Well, don't knock it, mate. Above and beyond the call of duty, I tell you.
Leave it out when you can.
Did Chummy have anything to say on the way over?
Nah, strong silent type.
All right, then. Get me some paperwork done on it then as soon as you change your uniform, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Right, Sarge.
Oh, yeah, and Ken, Tosh Lyons wants to have a word with you about those lorry good thieves.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Something to be grateful for, Bob.
Sorry?
Malcolm Haynes. Worthy of a mention, I would think.
It's a bit early. Could be.
No, but they're getting very numerous.
Yeah, not just Scannell these days either, eh? Fat cat belt and all. Too much money in their pockets, too much booze in their bellies. Shocking. Look, I must go. Well, I'll talk later, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, God, you're not bad for an old one.
Sarge.
Oh, no piss for the wicked.
Problem? Yeah, noisy one.
Hello?
About time and all. We've got jobs to get to.
Too right.
You're holding us illegally.
Yeah.
Like I told that prat who brought us in, just charge us and bail us.
You finished?
Depends.
I'll decide when you're sober enough to be charged, both of you, and that's not yet.
What about our jobs?
Look, any more noise or abuse from either of you, and you're for it.
Oh yeah. Gonna put the boot in, are you?
Oh, it's worse than that. I've got a couple of ripe old winos up there, and one more sound out of either of you, and I'm going to bang you up in there with them, and then you will have something to yell about.
Winos, eh?
Nice merchants. Ain't that with you? Big stuff. Nothing to fear, you know. You're safe here. Come on. You've been here before, right? Come on. I'll have those, eh? Come on, little son. No. Come on now. Let me have them, please. Please. Come on. Come on. Come on. Nothing's ever worth it. Never. What are you playing at, Taff? Why didn't you take these off him?
Well, I thought he'd be off to course in a few minutes. You don't reckon he's a topper, do you?
Not while I'm custody sergeant, he isn't.
What about his belt?
Yes, quite. Now get it off him. And then I want the doctor to see him soonest. In the meantime, you keep your eye on him.
So how come at 6:35 you reported a collar?
Well, I had him, didn't I?
We've been after that tea leaf for weeks. What you need, Melvin, is more gym and less pub.
You can talk.
Watch it.
Well, I could hardly leave old Malcolm to get jointed for Smithfield, could I?
I'm off to spend the day in court. Vigilance. OK.
Horton, Martin, John. Got him.
There you go, Sarge.
Oh, cheers.
Martin John Horton. We've got a positive ID for criminal damage and assault a couple of years back.
Much else?
No.
Probation. Wouldn't you know it?
That's a soft society for you, isn't it?
Depends on the circumstances.
Well, so if Chummy had sliced up Malcolm this morning, it would have been circumstantial circumcision.
Oh.
Is that okay, Sarge?
Yeah, as far as it goes.
Well, how far do you expect? Man's not saying anything.
OK, we'll go for remand on burglary and take it from there, eh?
Eh?
Burglary?
That's what he did.
Yeah, but Sarge, it's not as if it was just a...
He broke in the back way, heard by this Mr. Budget Khan, who goes downstairs and finds him noshing up.
Plus knife.
OK. Khan gets on the telephone, then gets downstairs, opens the front door so that you can pile in. Then when you're radioing in for assistance, Chummy makes his move.
You're too right. What about attempted murder?
Not the way that Malcolm's written it.
Yeah, but it was like a heavy situation, you know, like confused.
Even so, burglary, Sarge.
You not heard of a holding charge?
Like further inquiry, Sarge.
Divisional surgeon's on his way. And he should get in here in time to have a look at him before he goes to court.
Why?
Fitness to be detained.
So he's mental just because he won't talk?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm not taking a chance, not in this nick. Right, Martin John Horton, charged with burglary. You two can toddle off back onto the beat.
Mum?
I'm gonna have a new slogan. Save trees, don't prosecute.
We are prosecuting Horton, I trust.
He's on his way to court now.
It doesn't matter if he's a loony or not. He still came at you with a knife.
Hi, now. Nice one.
Yeah. Look, Cryer doesn't want to make a big fuss about it. He thinks it's all in a day's work.
Yeah, he would.
Well, actually, I feel much the same.
How can you say that? A press release? Why?
Why not? Positive PR. Counter the thump and first and ask questions later image.
Well, bad publicity is best ignored.
I don't agree. People don't always want to sling mud. Sometimes they want a hero. So here we have the policeman as hero.
A black policeman as hero.
Positive PR.
Miss Billington, I am not prying, nor am I trying to breach any confidences. But if our Joker Horton has been on your books... Yes, but if he has, you know it will make a big difference. Martin John Horton, that's with an H. Born 12/10/58. You got that?
Yes, I can hear and I can write.
Thank you.
No joy?
Sorry, Doctor. We'll check it out for you later, maybe. And this is in the spirit of this multidisciplinary cooperation.
Well, I'm sorry, but in the absence of any medical history on the man, or any coherent sounds from him, I find it hard to believe.
You think he's acting?
Who knows? Maybe.
Well, can we hold him?
Well, he's off to the court now, isn't he?
Sure. But afterwards?
Oh, yes.
Right, thanks, Doctor. Bye-bye. Hello, charge room. Sergeant Cryer speaking. Tosh, yeah, hello. No, the burglary is a holding charge. So get back into the court sharpish before they get started and get the prosecutor to go for a 24-hour remand and to avoid a plea. You got that? Tell him it's a suspected impairment. Yeah, all right, Tosh. Thanks, mate. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Regarding the Melvin Haynes arrest.
Not now, please, ma'am.
Bob.
After the remand hearing, please, bear with me.
Case number 1, Martin John Horton.
Application for remand in custody for further inquiries, Your Worship.
Relating to the burglary charge?
The inquiries are, in fact, on other matters, Your Worship. Assault with offensive weapon. A butcher's knife.
How long a remand?
24 hours. 24 hours, sir? Your Worship, given the circumstances, I suggest your learned clerk might reasonably refrain from taking a plea.
Circumstances?
Your Worship, there is a suspicion of impairment.
Mr. Mason, you have spoken with Mr. Horton.
I've attempted to do so, Your Worship, regrettably in vain. Mr. Horton is not communicative.
Mr. Horton, the duty solicitor cannot help you in your defense unless you cooperate. The police are asking to keep you on in the cells for another 24 hours. You are likely to be facing very serious charges. Have you nothing you wish to say?
Poison.
Pardon?
You're poisoning me. All of you. You think I don't know? Doctors, people pushing poison down my throat. Don't think I don't know I'm clever.
Mr. Horton, you will be remanded in police custody for 24 hours.
Look, it's the doctors!
No plea, Miss Winter. Thank you, officer. Take him down.
You and all you here. I know what you're doing, killing me. Killing me, I hear.
Last I heard, she was talking about a press release.
A press release?
Why not?
Man, I got enough troubles just being a cop, man.
Get a lot of brownie points, promotion.
Bullshit.
Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of it about. It's dead. Oh. Oi!
Coming here. The mountains of Mohammed, eh? No, I didn't mean it like that. Honest. I'm sorry. Yeah. Thank you. Caring service, eh?
You promised a word.
Oh, yeah, there's just a few loose ends. The duty solicitor's with Horton now, and there's a social worker on his way with a psychiatrist.
So he's a mad knifer. That still doesn't diminish Malcolm's courage in tackling him.
With all due respect, you can play station politics, that's down to you, but I don't think we should jump the gun on this. Horton hasn't even had to enter a plea, nor is he likely to, because my guess is that he's unfit to plead.
I might as well be dead. You know?
No.
Well, they'll kill me anyway. You two. Em and all.
Nonetheless, Mr. Horton, I'll continue to speak for you in court, if necessary. Thank you, Constable. I'd like to talk to Sergeant Cryer, if I may.
Yeah, he's in the custody area, sir.
Oh, you finished with Horton, Mr. Mason. I've got the psychiatrist here.
Oh, yes, Doctor. It's a conspiracy. There's a sinister plot to poison him.
Sounds familiar.
He'll be in the interview room with the constable. So, all right. Oh, thanks, Bob.
Miss Billington.
Unfit to plead?
Not for me to say.
The divisional surgeon thinks he might be faking it.
That's Dr. Green, of course.
Highly experienced and nobody's fool.
But not privy to Mr. Horton's psychiatric background.
Good.
He has a history of paranoid schizophrenia.
Which, if anything, underlines P.C. Haynes' bravery.
One of those days, eh?
Yeah. Starts hectic and gets worse. Here's a cup of tea, really.
I'm worse.
Swings and roundabouts, mate.
Nearly finished, Sarge. You ready to toddle off back on the beat?
Yeah, before you do that, go and help out in custody, will you? We'll have a cup of tea. Find Sergeant Peters there somewhere.
Why me, Sarge?
Why not?
Sarge, he's not having an easy day, okay?
Really?
Well, he's just feeling bad because he was off chasing that lorry kid when the call came in.
And left you to be a hero on your own, eh?
Oh, come on, Sarge, don't be like that. I mean, first he gets slagged off by Tosh Lyons because the kid gets away.
Yeah, it's a tough life. How airy was it with this Horton bloke?
Well, I got to tell you, Sarge. Swinging that blade, coming at me out the shadows. Given half a chance, I'd have scarpered off outside and waited for Ken. The fact is, though, Sarge, dark and panicky situation. Well, I don't think we ought to push for the assault charge. I can't see myself going on oath over that.
Just resisting arrest, then, eh? Possessing an offensive weapon.
Yeah, that's fair.
Even if it costs?
Eh?
Commendation. It's on the cards.
No way. Out of order, Sarge.
Sure? Well, it's not good for recruitment, Malk.
Madam?
I need to make a telephone call.
Concerning what?
A prisoner, actually.
And you are?
Social services. Look, it's very urgent and very confidential.
Is there a problem?
I need to use a phone.
Oh, please come into my office.
Thank you.
Orphan's in a bad way.
Incompetent to plead. Oh, cheers, Ike. Will you give him the taff for me? Thanks very much. In that case, I better notify the duty solicitor.
Hopefully that won't be necessary.
All right.
Miss Billington's phoning the hospital to get Dr. Wayne here. Also to check the availability of a secure unit placing.
Dr. Wayne?
He's been treating Horton.
An acute psychotic episode, according to Miss Billington, which could very easily have led to a fatal episode.
That's putting it a bit strong, isn't it? I checked the incident detail with Haynes. There's no assault.
In any event, it's hypothetical. Assuming Dr. Wayne agrees, we'll have him away from here by lunchtime on a hospital order.
I'll drink to that.
No secure units available?
Maybe tomorrow, but probably the next day.
Another triumph for the health service cutbacks.
Classic. Meanwhile, I'm terribly sorry,
Leave
but...
the problem with us.
Thank you anyway.
Sarge.
Yeah?
That custody review, it's overdue.
Which?
Right. 2 rowdies sobering up.
Arrested when?
About 5:20.
Well, then review is overdue.
Well, give or take a minute.
Now then.
Okay, thanks. Go and find Malcolm and get yourself back outside, eh?
Right, Sarge.
We've been held illegally. We want a lawyer.
When the custody officer deems you are both sober enough, you will be interviewed with statements, with a lawyer if you wish, not before.
We've been here for hours.
The arresting officer's unavailable, ma'am, but we have his report.
Then I think we may proceed.
Right.
Thank you.
You sure you want a lawyer? Be more delay.
Just get on with it.
Right.
Get on with it.
You see to that, Taff, will you?
2 in the same cell.
Accommodation pressure.
The regulations are quite specific, Bob.
Lieutenant, the 6 won't go.
Mere drunken disorderly.
Probably threatening behaviour and criminal damage.
Of?
In possession of 2 VW badges.
6 hours detention, Bob, no matter how disorderly, is no reason to run me, into breach of pace.
Point taken, ma'am.
Can I have a word, please, Mum?
Yes, Malcolm, come in. Sit down.
It's about this press release, Mum.
I want you to know how very pleased I am about it. It gives us something to be proud of for a change.
Yes, Mum, but it wasn't... I wouldn't want to push for an assault charge, Mum. More like resisting arrest, yeah?
Come on, Malcolm, I wouldn't expect false modesty from you. You did very well, you must take the credit.
I feel like I'm being used.
How do you mean, exactly?
Well, would you put out a press release if it was anybody else? I don't think so.
Malcolm, you are a serving officer with the Metropolitan Police Force. It is your duty to give the job a positive image with the public, and we especially need to improve our image with the black public. We need more black recruits. Your personal sensitivities must take second place. This is inner London in the 1980s. We've got to use every advantage we've got.
And if you bring these journalist people down here, how do you know I'll say what you want me to?
I rely on your sense...
Look, Mum, I may be the only black you've got. I can live with that. But I'm not going to be a pawn in anybody's game.
Lavatory paper, Sarge. Go get the doc. I'm sorry. I just didn't think about it.
Come on, laddie, do something.
Cheers. This is W1 at control. Look, is anyone alive in that office?
Sorry, W1, it's dead here at the moment.
I thought you promised me lots of action today, Control. I ain't had a job for hours. And people are beginning to notice me, boss, you know what I mean?
Hold on.
What?
Just stand by, Jim. There's something happening here. I'm changing channels. Sierra Oscar from DC Lines. Are you receiving me?
Go ahead.
Yeah, can you tell me what the uniformed unit are doing at number 4 Ansell Street, please?
I don't think you'll be very interested. It's just an Emma call to a domestic. Leave it to the uniforms, eh?
Marvellous.
definitely the right address.
Yeah, well, there's no sign of life in
Yeah, well, it's Friday. They probably think you're the rent man. Come on, let's try around the back.
Yeah, why not?
No. Go on, do the business, Peter. No, I meant climb over.
Yeah, it take too long. It could be a matter of life
You've
and
been
death.
watching too many 18 videos.
Well, I would do, but the CID boys have got them. Oh, no.
Look what he's done. Yeah, well, can you let us in, love? Shut all the doors.
And the windows by the looks of things.
No, it's all right. Calm down. We're here now.
What do you want me to do, climb under?
No, come on, just get it open.
It's all right, it's all right.
It's all right, you're all right now.
Burnside for blinds. Are you receiving, Gov?
Yes, Tosh.
Got a spot of trouble on this Ansel Street, Obbo, Gov. The uniforms have moved in on a domestic dispute.
Which house?
Ours. Daniels and his girlfriend must have had a barney.
Brilliant. All right, sit it out, Tosh, and keep me posted.
I curled up in a little ballsy, but he just kept on kicking me.
And you've no idea what this was about?
No.
And where is he now?
He's upstairs, he's gone all quiet.
Yeah, I bet he has.
Right, Patsy. Well, you just stay there and we'll nip upstairs and have a word with him.
No, don't.
But we might as well, eh, while we're here. What's his name again?
Joe. But he'll hit you, he don't like coppers.
That's okay. I don't like men who hit women much.
Well, don't hurt him then.
Joe. Oi! Oi! Oh, right, now he's barricading himself in.
Oh, no, I don't believe it. Why not invite the whole relief down here?
W1 to control. You receiving over?
Go ahead, W1.
Well, it looks like he's on the move.
Forget it. The feet are onto him.
I was about to say you are under arrest for assault. You do not need to say anything, but anything you do say will be taken down and given in evidence. Is that clear?
Right.
Going all right.
Joe! All right,
Joe!
Patsy, come on, get your coat on. I'm going to take you to the hospital. It'll save time.
Oi!
What are you doing this van for, Tony? Since we came on ship, we're trying to take the shields back to Greenwich. Every time we get on the road, we get a call and we have to come and rescue one of you lot.
You've been here a long time, haven't you, brother?
Yeah, well, there ain't nothing going on. I thought I'd take my tea break.
Oh, sort of relaxing, are you?
Sort of.
Oh, have one of these. Help the boredom, know what I mean?
Is that what I think it is?
That's Moroccan?
No, put it away, someone might see.
Well, I've got a few for sale if you're interested.
Yeah? Why not? Depends how much, though.
Well, come up the site and we'll see what we can do.
So how much then?
I would have thought that you could have got as many of these out the transit cupboard as you wanted.
What?
Who do you think you are? The Scarlet Pimpernel? How many frigging dispatch riders do you see round this way? If you were working, you'd be up the West End.
That's all we could think of. But we've been watching the back of the house, except we've had a few problems.
Oh, do me a favour, brother. You stick out like a sore thumb. Now bog off before I cause you a few more.
Just get me charged and get me bailed, okay?
Look, I'm already charging you with assault, resisting arrest, and trying to do a runner. So if I was you and I wanted bail, I'd try putting my side of the story, right? Tell me about it, and I'll see what I can do. I can't see any fairer than that, can I? You done it before?
A couple of times. Never got nicked for it, though.
You mean she didn't report it?
It's a domestic, right? Nothing to do with you lot anyway. You should keep your noses out.
Well, it looks like you beat her up one time too many, mate.
Just get me bailed, eh? We'll sort it out, right?
Sure. Well, it shouldn't be any problem. Look, tell the sergeant in there you're going to plead guilty. We should have you out of here in no time, all right?
All right, let's have it. It appears Mr. Daniels has had a slight contretemps with his girlfriend.
They've nicked him for ABH. Yeah, more than likely the girlfriend started it.
What's that then, Gov?
Well, I know he's got a temper, but he's hardly likely to start a ruck just before a job. If he's got a temper, who knows? Didn't exactly go peacefully from what I saw. Where is he now, then? Downstairs being charged. Looking very sorry for himself. Yeah, well, he's going to be looking a lot worse if the McLean brothers find out he's got himself nicked. If it's them he's driving for. It's them. Look, I'm going to get him out on police bail, so I hope you didn't let him see you.
I'll do us a favour, Gov.
Just checking.
Someone spotted me, though, Gov.
What?
But you're not going to believe this, but I got buzzed by an undercover druggie. Didn't take too kindly to having me on his patch. Well knocked, he was.
What the hell is going on up there? What's the name of this undercover geezer?
Monton, something like that. DS, Philip, I think.
Read it on the observation, Jim?
Oh, naff off, will you? Look, I've been in court all morning.
Well, I've never heard of him. I specifically asked Paul Cutter to let me know when his boys were on our patch, so this sort of thing wouldn't happen. Right day of disasters this is turning out to be. You haven't heard the really good news, Gov. Amaze me. You want to bail Daniels, right? I just said so, didn't I? Bob Cryer's custody officer.
Look, boss, I hit her, okay? And I'm really sorry about it, right? Look, charge me and I'll plead guilty. Just let me get out of here, right?
Look, Mr. Daniels, people who go around hitting women do not just walk in here, get charged, and then walk out again. You'll have a nice little night in the cells, then in the morning, when you're up in front of the magistrate, perhaps you'll realise the trouble you got yourself into.
What? You said if I was to plead guilty.
Well, what you want and what you get, eh, Joseph?
All right, give me 4. Come on. Give all that back. Never you want it.
Plead guilty, I'll get out.
Ah! Get in there. Out. Inside. Right. Give you a minute to cool down, right? I take it you resisted arrest as well, huh?
Yep, tried to do a run.
How'd you go?
Well, so. June took her down the hospital.
Right, so I'll do him on the go, resisting and having a poke at you, eh?
Yeah, fine.
But listen, I want the ABH to stick on the victim. Do you understand that? Right, so get a 459 for the doctor, get a witness statement, and then I want you to get down to the hospital.
Well, I think you're flogging a dead horse, Sarge, but I'll have a go.
What do you mean have a go? Ramsey? Do it! He just had a go at you.
Bob.
Yeah.
I need a word.
I'm a bit busy at the moment, Frank.
It's important.
Right.
It's a bit public.
It's all right?
Yeah. Very simple. I need that Daniels boy out on bail.
Well, it's simple to say, but it's impossible to do.
Why?
Look, I've just got him on an ABH against a defenceless woman, resisting, and now he's had a swing at Pete Ramsey.
I know, I saw it.
Oh, well, thanks. We didn't need your help anyway.
I'm not putting myself on offer, Sergeant. We'd been watching him for the flying squad, and it was just about to come on top when this little fiasco came down on us.
Yeah, look, I do understand, but there's no way I can let him go.
I need him out. This is a biggie.
Oh, come on. We're talking about throwing the key away here. The man's violent. If I do let him go, he's just as likely to go round and finish the job.
Look, he'll be out on bail by tomorrow lunchtime anyway. I mean, what's half a day's difference going to make?
It's going to make all the difference to her. It might give her a chance to get an injunction.
If she's bothered. Oh, this is ridiculous. That boy could lead us to an arms cache. I think that's a little more important than some domestic dispute you're not going to get a result on anyway.
I'll get a result.
Well, that's highly creditable, Sergeant. And so will I, with or without your help.
And what does that mean?
It means I'm not going to be messed around by a bunch of uniforms. Look, don't make me pull rank on you, Bob. That's not a good way to do business.
What do you mean, pull rank? I'm duty officer, what I say goes.
Oh, yeah? If I have to, I'll get Conway in, and then you'll show yourself up to be exactly what you are.
Oh, yeah, and what's that?
A petty-minded sergeant.
Ring him.
Bob! You're a stubborn git.
Go on, Doctor. I know you're busy, but when you fill it in, if you could make it look as bad as possible, I'd be grateful.
It'll be the truth, the whole truth, and not what you'd like me to say.
Look, I've got to nail this geezer, Doctor. He's vicious. I would have thought it was in your interest as much as ours. After all, it's you who's got to pick up the pieces, isn't it?
Look, do you want to have a go at her?
No, I wouldn't mind.
No, not her, the other one.
Is she giving you a bad time?
Name that tune in one.
Won't make a statement, won't go to court, won't take out an injunction.
Just wants to forgive and forget.
Oh, and that's sweet. Well, looks like I'll have to change her mind then. Right. Cool.
Tails?
Heads. Right. You be soft, I'll be hard. Come on.
I don't think she can take that, Pete.
Look, it makes our job all the easier. It's for our own good, innit? Come on.
It is not my habit, sir, to clutter up the cells with people without good reason. As you can see, this man Daniels is violent. I think he'll go back and have a go at her.
Yeah, all right. It's a difficult one, Bob. I can see that.
Look, sir, the flying squad have left this one with us. Now, we're going to look a right bunch of plonkers if we have to tell them we couldn't follow their man because our own uniform branch had nicked him for something else.
I realise that.
Especially a domestic, sir. I mean, it is very unlikely that the girlfriend is going to make a statement, let alone go to court. The CPS will have it straight in the bin.
That's not necessarily so. I think I can make it stick.
With all due respect, sir, time is marching on. I mean, if we don't get him back out there soon, it'll be too late for him to lead us anywhere.
Point taken, Frank. All right, you can have him out on bail.
Thank you, sir. I'll get Lyons and Carver back outside the house.
But you're standing surety, Burnside. Understand that?
Sir?
Oh, Frank, I mean it. If he shows the slightest sign of going anywhere near that girl again, I want you to nick him. And never mind what the yard thinks.
Sir.
I'm sorry, Bob.
There's nothing to be sorry about, sir. That's what you're here for. But there is one thing.
Fire away.
Well, when they brought Daniels in, I gave him a roasting. You know, my think it over in the cell, see how you feel in the morning. You know, that kind of routine.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he's been banged up overnight for far lesser crimes than this, sir. And I'm just wondering if you had any suggestions how I might explain my change of heart. I mean, if I was him, I'd think it was a bit odd, wouldn't you?
Well, I'm sure you'll think of something, Sergeant.
Sir. If we let Joe go because you won't make a statement against him, do you know what's going to happen?
He'll do it again.
And what's going to happen tonight when you get in, eh?
What do you mean?
Well, the doctor's discharging you. And Joe's almost bound to get bailed. So he'll probably be back at your place by the time you get in. We can't stop him.
But that's why I phoned you. I just wanted you to lock him up for the night, that's all.
Locking him up for the night isn't going to solve your problems, Patsy. You've got to get him out of your life for good.
No, just tonight would do, honest. That's all I want. I don't want him to go out.
Go out where? Where is he going, Patsy?
Nowhere. You just should keep him in, that's all. We shouldn't be allowed to let him out.
I agree. Must have been really important you stopping him going out for you to get yourself smacked up like that. Come on, where was he going?
Nowhere!
Oh, come on, Patsy. We're trying to help you here. Why don't you tell us what's really going on, eh? You've already told us 2 different versions of what happened, and neither of them are the same as what Joe told us.
I didn't know. You just should lock him up, that's all.
Look, is he in some kind of trouble?
No. Not yet. Listen, if you try to stop someone doing something wrong before they do it...
Yeah, it can make all the difference in the world, Patsy.
We can't nick someone for something they haven't done, can we? Come on, what's he up to, eh?
Come on, you can tell us.
It was this job, that's all I know.
Who for?
I wouldn't tell you even if I knew. Do you think I'm stupid or something? I tried to stop him, right? That's how come I got this. I thought if you keep him in, then he can't go, can he?
No. Right, we'll see what we can do, eh?
Yeah, better than that. I'll see if I can do something straight away.
Constable, I've heard what you've been saying to that girl. You're supposed to be taking her statement, not grilling her. And I should be making a note of that on my report as well. OK?
Hold on. Hold on. Look, what is it with you, eh? I'm just trying to do my job, right? You should make your mind up whose side you're on, love.
Afternoon, sir.
All right?
You know what the speed limit along this road is?
Yeah.
Well, in that case, no doubt, you have a very good reason for doing over 50 for the last mile and a half.
Well, sorry, but it won't happen again. I wonder if you just let me off with a caution this time. I'm a bit of a rush, see?
Oh, CID, huh? Well, that's all very well, mate, but 55 miles an hour in a built-up area is just no harm.
Right, Sarge. Great.
Any joy with CID?
I didn't even get to talk to them. The governor has only gone and given the boyfriend a pass out, hasn't he?
Oh, must be in the same lodge.
You haven't heard the reason why yet. Inspector Burnside and his little band of merry men have only had Daniels under surveillance all day. Apparently, they're expecting him to lead them to some sort of arms dump. And that's probably why your friend Patsy is so keen to stop Loverboy from going out. His little job is driving for the mob.
Oh, so what are we supposed to do with this ABH then?
Oh, I don't know. Stay here and wait for CID to cock it up, I suppose. Because if they do, this ABH on the girl is back on the cards again.
It's always the same, isn't it? They've always got to pick on the bike, because all three of us must have been doing over 50.
Forget it, Jim. You've got damn sight more to worry about than a speed cop. What do you think Burnside's going to say, eh, when he hears that we've lost Daniels?
What are you going to tell him then?
No, not yet. Let's have one more sweet round, eh?
Right. I'll head on down the hospital.
Oh, no, not the hospital. For crying out loud. You go on. I'll radio ahead. Sierra Oscar from DC Lines.
Go ahead, Tosh.
Can I please have a person-to-person, Claire?
You certainly can.
743 or 643 from Sierra Oscar receiving.
743 receiving.
Got DC lines for you, Pete. Go ahead, Tosh.
Yeah, due to a cock-up by yet another uniformed branch of the force, you may be receiving a visit from a Mr. Daniels.
Oh, great. We just heard that you lot let him out, and I won't tell you what I think about that decision over the wire.
Oh, dear. We've got out the wrong side today, then.
Doctor.
I warn you, I'm busy.
You think this is busy? You wait till you hear what I've got to tell you.
Tosh, you receiving?
Go ahead, Jim.
Where you been?
Exchanging pleasantries with...
Ramsey. What you got? I can confirm that Daniels is in the hospital grounds. Are you near anyone? You anywhere near? I'm on my way.
This is Burnside. What the hell are you letting him do getting near the hospital?
Don't blame us, Gov. Some black rat buzzed us right in front of Daniels.
Oh, I don't believe this. Look, whatever you do, don't let him get near that girl, otherwise Conway's going to have my arse for a bike stand. Cryer's going to have a field day. Yes. Oh, sorry, Paul. Yeah, no, bad night. My lads are trying to get me early retirement. Yeah, thanks for ringing back. Look, I thought you were going to let me know when your boys were on my ground. What?
Right, Patsy, you can get in the wheelchair.
Where are you taking me now?
They need a bed, apparently.
I don't want to be here right now.
We're going to put her in the observation ward for the moment. Look, you better be right about this.
Look, this is one occasion I wouldn't mind being wrong, love.
Why can't I go home?
We just want to check your bruising.
On your toes, Tosh. He's in casualty and he's tooled up.
Where is it? Down here. Sorry, can you let this lady through? Thanks.
You told him! What are you telling for, bitch?
I
didn't tell anyone, Joe. I've been calling around for days, mate. Now leave her alone. She ain't done anything.
Right, Joe, put the knife down. It's all over now.
Why do you tell her? She didn't! Now look, son, if I was you, I'd drop that thing and come quietly.
Who the hell are you?
Come on, Joe, drop the knife. You can't take out three of us.
Watch me.
All yours.
Thanks. The citation will be in the post.
TC Lyons to DI Burnside. Receiving. Just thought I'd let you know, Gov, that we've captured the target
before he managed to get to the girl.
He should never have got near the hospital in the first place.
No, honestly, Gov. There was no trouble.
Yeah, we'll leave it to the uniforms now. You and Carver, get yourselves back to Ansell Street.
What for?
Because, Tosh, Carver's so-called undercover druggie is a fake. Nobody's ever heard of him. So get over there, and whoever he is, nick him.
Any developments with the Daniels boy, Bob?
Oh, you could say that, sir. CID have lost him. But Ramsey's radioed in and said that 2 uniform units apprehended our Mr. Daniels at the hospital, attempting to attack his girlfriend with a knife.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Sir?
I suppose you want to say I told you so now, do you?
Thought never crossed my mind, sir.
Well, if you see Mr. Burnside, tell him I want to see him, will you, please?
Sir.
And that, brother, is a real warrant card. You're nicked.
Shift over, Sergeant.
Well, I don't usually get changed until it is.
Oh, good. Something for you to think about, Bob. Pity we never got to that arms cache. Some poor security guard's just had his legs blown off. Sleep well.